My name's Gavin Paul. I'm the Chief Executive of Here East, which is a major development on the Olympic Park. Here East is recycling 3 buildings, which were huge buildings built during the run-up to the Olympic Games to house over 20,000 journalists to report the Games back to their home countries, and also to put in place all the TV studios that were required to broadcast Olympic Games. But this is the economic legacy. So this was a facility where we could create over 5,500 jobs by developing the space into a brand new campus with a university, a community college, an incubator space for startup companies, office space for companies of scale, TV studios such as the one we sat here in BT Sport, where people can come and gain employment. So we see here a lot of digital media, content production, post-production for companies coming here. Putting that all together means you've got this unique environment for people to start companies. So it's why we have the enterprise element and the environment element. So there's a huge amount of opportunity, and it comes in 2 forms. The first one is the construction work. So there's been a lot of construction work across the park over the past 7 to 9 years, during the build-up to Games and now in the transformation phase. That will continue with us, so we've got a lot of construction work we need to do over the next 2 years. We're working with Hackney Council to make sure that we have a Raising to Work officer embedded within our team, so we make sure we get into the right places and the right colleges to make sure those offers of employment are really put out there far and wide. And that's just for the construction phase. With Here East, the opportunities around education and employment, we see the apprenticeships really important. I'm an ex-apprentice, I started my career as an apprentice, so we place a lot of value in apprenticeships. So go back to the vision about the educational aspect of it. One aspect of that is Hackney Community College opening a presence on site where they will run their digital apprenticeship to start with, and we're looking at other forms of apprenticeship to come out of Hackney Community College. What do I look for in people who I want to work with, particularly young people? Confidence, self-belief, being inquisitive, wanting to learn, not accepting the status quo, element of quirkiness and quite difficult to manage because that shows that they're driven. And they're the interesting thing. That's what we want to see. We want to see people who really can engage, can really question, but can learn. That's the most important. So confidence to engage and to learn from others. One interesting piece of advice I was given some number of years back was don't think forward more than 5 years because you have no idea what it's going to look like. Which at the time when I was young, I was like, you must be joking. I'm going to plan my life out. It's going to look like this. I'm going to go into college. I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to do that. Have a plan, but accept 5 years out, it's going to look something completely different, which is why my career has been quite disruptive in what I've actually gone to do. There's many stories about young people just travelling many miles just to suddenly thrust a CV in someone's hand to say, I've been trying to get hold of you. What about this? What about me? And I think things like that are quite interesting. They're the ones that sort of pop up and grab your attention. If you are just literally, and it can be demoralising, I know I've been there, just firing out CVs, then sometimes you need to have that little bit of spark and flair to put yourself above it. And things such as social media, things such as getting off your backside and getting somewhere completely unexpected and knocking on the door, these are the things that make people sit up and go, there's something different about you. I think that's what we should be looking for. That's what we should be encouraging. My best advice I'd give to young people, sometimes not the most palatable, is any work experience you can get, take it. Any training courses you can see out there, take it. You get access to online services and online courses, which are for free, take them. And just build that portfolio, build that CV, and just show that you really are actively looking at self-improvement. And it comes down to that determination and drive, and I think that's really important.